All right, let's try this again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I got one person that's found me again. Hello, hello. Hear you? You can hear me, Kimberly? All right. So, Ada, let me know if you can hear me this time. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what happened. I haven't changed anything. I haven't done anything different. Hopefully. Maybe so. I'm going to keep going. Maybe somebody will comment and tell me if you can hear me or not. All right, I'm going to keep going. Yes, you can hear me. All right. So I'll start over even though we started. I'm doing gizzards, and I put salt, pepper, just plain flour on it. I've got me a Granger County tomato. This is one of those yellow ones, orangish. There's my other side is going to be that pickling cucumber. And what I was showing you, this cupcake, Dolly gave us yesterday after we got done with the media event. So my dessert's going to be Dolly's cupcake. And I got a chocolate one. Everyone who already ate their cupcake told me that cupcake was amazing. So I'm going to have it today. Maybe it doesn't poke my belly out too much there. I can go this way and hide it from y'all. What I was saying I was going to do is these gizzards, I'm going to cook in a pot of boiling water and make gizzards and rice. So that's going to be my supper, and this is going to be my lunch. So, I've already got my grease turned up over there. I've got it about 350 to 360, and it won't take long to get these suckers fried up. This might make a lot of noise here. But I don't like big coating on my gizzards. So that's why I didn't dredge them in no buttermilk or nothing. That piece fell on the floor. If I had a cat, I guess it would eat it. Won't got no cat. Ain't got no dog either. I just got some fish. My fish are doing really good out there. I think they've learned to go to the bottom when there's something flying around. All right, there we go. That's enough for lunch. I know some of y'all are not going to like gizzards. The Island in Pigeon Forge. Of course, you can go to the Paula Dean's store there and get you a South in your mouth apron. I'm going to find me a way to put Kyle on here somehow. Get me another one. I saw it floating around. 140 is our time. Let me go ahead and make my pan of stuff. And I'm going to use a real plate to dump those gizzards back out on, because you know that grease is going to kind of soak and trap down to the bottom. So I'm going to put just a bounty on that. We were talking about name brand stuff yesterday and what we couldn't do without. What can you not buy the Buddy brand of? For me, it's a Bounty. Them other paper towels, they don't do very good at all. But you get you a Bounty and you roll them up, they'll soak up some stuff down. But But you know, some people were saying their ketchup had to be the certain brand, or the mustard had to be a certain brand. For me, it's kind of mayonnaise. If I can't get Duke's, I will go to Kraft, but I don't go to Hellman's. Got my ice water. So, this knife is Trusted Butcher, 8-inch chef knife from China. I don't know what it cost to get to begin with. It was gave to me. But I want you to see how easy it is to cut this tomato. Now, usually a tomato, you need to have kind of like a serrated knife, almost like a bread knife. But this knife, you do not. Look how easy it just goes into that. And I'm not trying to sell them to you. It is not a Rada knife. Rada knife don't do that like that. I want you to look at how pretty that tomato is. And I'm not hardly putting any pressure at all on this. Look how pretty that is. So I'm going to have tomatoes. I don't want to throw any of it away. If I have time, some of y'all who live locally keep asking me where I'm getting my tomatoes from. And I'm pretty sure these are going to be hothouse tomatoes. But they come from Granger County. And you know, they build the greenhouse right there into the ground. So, it's using that Granger County dirt. I know we've not quite had some of the sunshine that we need. I've got me a couple of bushes for Cherokee Purple out there. Sometimes they make, sometimes they don't. I think a bird or something flies down and says, "That tomato looks good." Kyle doesn't need it. But then there goes my stuff. I might start saving my scraps here and making a good compost. I prefer pickling cucumbers over those big ones. Seems like they have better taste. They have better crunch. Is it raining where y'all are today? So I got me a plate of cucumbers and tomatoes. I don't need the gizzards. Well, there we go. That's a good knife if y'all ever see that. See what y'all are talking about now. Everyone says you can hear me now. So yesterday, I got to spend the day at Dollywood. It was their 40th birthday. Actually, today is the 40th anniversary. It's May 3rd. But yesterday, of course, we celebrated. Dolly rode around a little DeWitt is what it's called, with all the flowers and greeting everybody and coming out on stage. It's kind of a neat story of what happened. If you don't know the story, there was already a park there called Silver Dollar City. A sister park is in Branson. So we're talking about the same family of companies here, owned by the Hershans. And so they were operating Silver Dollar City. And when Dolly went on the Barbara Walters show and said, "I'm going to build Dollywood in East Tennessee," they admittedly said it scared them to death. They were struggling to stay open. They had 19 employees, I think, or something like that when they first started, they said. And they thought, well, if Dolly does this, she's got to put us out of business. And so they get on a plane, fly to Denver. Her and Kenny were in concert. Her and Kenny Rogers were doing a concert. Met after the concert, ironed out the deal to create Dollywood. They kind of all said, well, let's just do this together instead of trying to compete, put everybody out of business, because the area was still the most visited national park in the country, but it just wasn't drawing, the amount of people that could sustain 2 parks like that. Oh, didn't look good. Turn that off. Those look real good. He wanted to fly off, and that one wants to hang up there. Oh, that's going to be hot. Now it looks so pretty that I want to... Look at that. I might want to fry them and forget my gizzards and stuff. What do y'all think? What should I do? I've got enough here for lunch. I don't want to put that on it again. Now, I love eating these with hot sauce. I guess I could cook it up and I'll make chicken and rice. All right. I already got it out. It's already hot. Just throw it. I'll throw one in there without the coating to see what it does. So anyway, yesterday was fun. Got to do all those things and learn more about the park and how it got created. And I guess you never know what kind of backdoor deal could happen one day when you're just sitting around talking. And Ted Miller, her manager now, not then, but he kind of met her when she would bring her nieces and nephews to the park. And he said she kind of talked about wouldn't it be cool if I had my own theme park, but he didn't really think that, you know, she was going to give up entertaining to come manage a theme park. Well, guess what? She didn't have to with the Hershans coming in. They could manage it for her. They were already in the theme park business. They knew exactly what they were doing. And actually, if you listen to their story, they didn't intend to be in the theme park business. They intended to be in the cave business. And then they built Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. I've been there. I kind of want to go back just to see how it's changed over the years. But I'm hearing the story, and they started out doing caves, but they needed a holding place, if you will, the holding facility for people waiting to go down to the cave. So they built this magical city that they called an Ozark town, which is the Ozark Mountains in Missouri. And so Silver Dollar City was their magical, mythical town to give people something to do before they went down to the cave. And then they realized, well, we're in the entertainment business. That was kind of cool. I got to interview the Hershans and hear their story over time, how things develop. You don't even realize what your business is maybe sometimes until you're in it. I hope this is not too hot for me right now. But I'm going to try it. I love it. I made the right choice by frying the rest of those things. So that right there is good eating. One of Dolly's quotes back in the day was, "It's homespun fun." It's homespun fun. Dollywood in the heart of the Smokies. Okay. I have been on with you all for a minute. Was I cut off when I was saying what name brands? Y'all can tell me what name brands y'all like of different things. I don't have too many. Bounty would be one of them. I'm pretty loyal to Duke's Mayonnaise. And that's it. That'll be the last batch on that grease. It needs to get thrown out and recycled. So then we'll move on to something else. This apron. I can't tie the tie in the back. Can you tie it backwards? How'd I do? Can't see it. All right, there we go. I'm gonna put that on another plate. This will be the, I'll let it do it this way. This is like back in the day when you go to Grandma's house for Sunday dinner. There's my weather unit, and I've done something to it here. What did I do? Oh, there we go. The wind is at 4 miles per hour right now, and this week we've had an inch of rain. The UV index is 2, so guess what it's doing out there? It's raining. It's raining. Oh, I do on my cucumbers and stuff. I like to put a little bit of salt and pepper. Now that salt is going to draw out that moisture from those cucumbers. Of course, I might put more pepper than you all would like. You can make it black for me and I wouldn't care. So there we go. Maybe that's better for you all. Anyway, I'll draw out that moisture. So sometimes what I'll do is once it's drawn it out into the bottom of that plate, I'll take the plate and do like this and drink that juice that it made. It makes a good juice. Maybe we need to make tomato and cucumber juice. That's kind of a V8, isn't it? There we go. Now we're done. Got nothing else to fry. So that'll be a good snack for me the rest of the day. Then I'll be wanting that gizzards and rice and having to go back and get more gizzards. It's okay though. I ain't got nothing to do the rest of the day. I need to go to bed about 8 o'clock, get ready for lunch or work tomorrow. So here we go. Hope y'all had a good weekend. This is, no one's commenting. I don't know what's going on. But I know it says there's 89 of you. So, all right. I'm going to get another paper plate. I'll get a fork. And here we go. This is going to be lunch. What do y'all think? Crisco vegetable oil only for frying. I used Crisco in my biscuits. Tomato's so good. I can tell it came out of a hot house. But when you haven't had one for a long time, that plate of tomatoes ain't gonna last long. Let me go ahead and throw a little bit more salt on it. And then here's my cucumber. That would have been good as some apple cider vinegar. And let it sit overnight. gizzard. I got gizzards. I bet this one here gives a crunch. You see it? I use white lily flour. The other one ain't very good for my biscuits. Somehow that makes the best biscuits. I was trying to finish my lunch so you could see me eat my cupcake. But this is so good, I don't want that cupcake now. Well, I hadn't been able to visit with you this week like I'd like to. So, I just wanted to come on and say hey. Say I miss you all. I love reading your comments. I don't comment back to every single comment, but I do read them all. I didn't put any hot sauce on it. That's hard. Something's almost like ice breaking. Or I fried that hard. But I fried it that hard. That's just liquid smoke. Anyway, I would rather Texas Pete on this, but we got Frank's. Now, I've had people stop me and tell me they barbecue them. I can eat it that way. But not my favorite. If I didn't have hot sauce, sometimes I use ketchup. So do me a favor. Invite your friends to follow me. And then we can all sit here and have a conversation together about different ideas. I have air fried these, but I did not like them in there. They seem to get a little tougher. And again, this is already tough enough. All right. Y'all ready for my cupcake? So, Dolly gave us a cupcake yesterday. There we are. It's in a thing. They said that the bakery made these. So, maybe you can go look at the bakery and see if you can find one. So it's a blue icing chocolate cake. Wow. I might need to drive back to Dollywood today. That is mad good, y'all. Okay. I said, is it worth off my diet? And they said, yep. The only reason that I didn't eat it yesterday is because I was wearing a white shirt. I was also worried my tongue was going to get blue by the time I went on TV. I didn't want that. So, y'all can have, yep, it's there. My blue tongue today. Mm-hmm. We did learn yesterday that a new restaurant is open, and I was told that it is so good. Some of the people are now claiming that it's now their favorite restaurant on the park. Now it's on the back side. You got to, if you go through the front door, go over to the left like you're going back to the Thunderhead. And it's going to be sitting right under Mystery Mine. It's in that plaza area where they got the big dancing tree at Christmas. That was good. Ain't none of it left. All right. The cupcake is gone. For those of you at the park today, if you see Dolly, tell her the cupcake was good. Thank you. Maybe she'll see my video. I might tag her in my video. Not that fake one that comes on there and says, join my private group chat. Don't be clicking on them things like that. Ain't no celebrity gonna be asking you to come to no private chat. I don't know, do people actually click over there and send them money or something? I mean, is it worth it? I don't know. Well, my afternoon snack, I might eat it all. I got 3 left. And I'll have me another one of those tomatoes. And then I'll put the rest in the refrigerator. We'll have that tonight. It won't be gizzards. I don't want to look in this. Oh, it's in there.
Oh, you worked at the new place yesterday.
So it's good. How's I like my new suit this morning? I was worried about it. It was only $39 for the whole thing now.
Good. So you worked there last
I think people are still trying to watch that other video with no sound. I'll have to go back and comment and tell them. Hey, it happens. We've done the news before with no sound. All right, one more tomato. Wonder what I can watch on TV this afternoon. I'm not normally just confined in the house like this. And this time of the year, I would just go turn on the radio and sit out back.
Oh my gosh, so tell me, what did you tell Uncle Goat? Okay, did you tell Sandy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you've all had a great day. It's raining. If you're in Knoxville, you got a little break now. If you need to run an errand or try to walk the dog in between rain showers, that will be the time to do it. I'm just going to come back here after a while. And I will talk to y'all later. Be careful. Stay safe. I'll see you in the morning if you're here, and you can always watch on WVLT.tv. Bye, y'all.